Greetings and welcome back to the lab for our Halloween countdown. We've only got 4 days left in the month of October. Can you believe that? This month went so freaking fast, as they always do. And this countdown went by fast. Yesterday we looked at Captive Wild Woman, one of the crazier early Universal ape movies there. You know, apes were a big thing in the early days. So I think people were just intrigued with apes. There's so many apes would turn up in haunted house movies or monster movies or any kind of thrillers that you had back in those days in the 40s and 30s. Apes were a thing, you know, so yeah, had to get that in here. So anyway, let's see what we're going to look at tonight. Tonight, we're going to look at a true classic of the mad scientist genre. We're going to look at The Island of Lost Souls. A sailor named Edward Parker, played by Richard Arlen, is marooned on a remote island run by a scientist named Dr. Moreau, played by Charles Laughton. Moreau rules over a horde of strange men with animalistic features.
What is the law? Not to run on all fours.
Parker soon learns the disturbing secret of Moreau's island. The Mad Doctor, with the help of his assistant Montgomery, played by Arthur Hole, has been trying to speed up the process of evolution, experimenting on a variety of animals through surgery, blood transfusions, and glandular transplants, resulting in half-man, half-beast hybrids that live in the jungle. He operates on them without anesthesia in his House of Pain, the name dubbed for his operating chamber, and rules over them with fear, carrying a whip with him at all times to keep them in line. Moreau introduces Parker to the only woman on the island, Loda, played by Kathleen Burke. Unbeknownst to Parker, Loda is one of Moreau's test subjects, his most successful creation, and was evolved from a panther. Moreau is curious to learn if she'll be attracted to Parker and what would happen if they mated. Meanwhile, Parker's fiancée, Ruth, played by Leela Hyams, has been anxiously awaiting his return, and when she learns of his whereabouts, hires a private charter to retrieve him from the island, leading her straight into the dangers of Moreau's island and the beast men inhabiting it. This film was made by Universal Studios in 1932 and is the first and best adaptation of the 1896 H.G. Wells novel The Island of Dr. Moreau. The film was directed by Earl Kenton and was controversial in its time, dealing with subjects of evolution, bestiality, and violence, both towards humans as well as the animal subjects he experiments upon. The makeups in the film are impressive, notable among them being Bela Lugosi in a very hairy facial makeup as the Sayer of the Law. Just a fantastic film all around. This is one you don't hear enough about nowadays. This pre-code thriller is highly recommended.
He can die.
Island of Lost Souls. Boy, this is I tell you, Charles Laughton is a hell of an actor. Every time I watch him in anything, I remember seeing him in one of my Vincent Price movies, popped up as a villain in that, and just being blown away by how good of an actor Laughton is. He's one of those criminally underrated. I mean, everybody thinks of Laughton, yeah, he's a good actor. But when people talk about some of the greatest actors of that era, his name isn't usually brought up, and it probably should be, because he was so freaking good. He is so crazy. He's such a mad scientist in this one. He is the quintessential mad scientist role as he's creating this entire island full of wacky half-human animal hybrid creatures. And yeah, this one is one that had to go in the countdown. So Island of Lost Souls, based on the H.G. Wells novel. There's been a lot of adaptations through the years for this one, as I mentioned in the review, but this, of course, is the best. Bela Lugosi pops up again, as I was talking about earlier, so another one of his character roles that is way different from his Dracula role, and it's the ones that intrigue me the most are like this, where he gets to play just something totally different for him. So anyway, yeah, Island of Lost Souls. This is a great one. I will have to give this. Okay, sorry about that. Dropped my mic there, knocked my mic off as I went to go get my skulls. I have to give this one a perfect 5 skull rating. Definitely worthwhile film. If you've never seen Island of Lost Souls, do yourself a favor, check it out. Now this one is hard to find. I had to buy the Blu-ray in order to watch it for this countdown. It's not streaming anywhere right now, but I'm hoping that Turner Classic Movies will put it on this Halloween. So be watching for it. If they are going to put it on, set your DVR and be sure and record it, because this is one that's not available anywhere right now. There's a VHS from the old Universal series that they put out on VHS, where they put all the Universal classics on, so you can get it on VHS and watch it. But as far as streaming goes, it's not anywhere right now. It's not here on YouTube either. So unfortunately, sorry to say, you're gonna have to buy that Blu-ray or get the VHS. So anyway, track down a copy. We won't regret it. It's definitely worth owning. Okay, guys, that's it for tonight. Be sure and join me back here in the lab tomorrow night, and I will see you here then, and we'll look at another monster movie. Until then, stay mad.
Mr. Parker, do you know what it means to feel like God?